All right, I wanted to share this screen and go over something that some people may not realize happens and can be pretty detrimental and can make things go pretty sideways in a tune really fast. This was a data log sent to me by a friend who had basically transferred his tune from his car to another car, which is fine. We've tuned plenty of their cars, and um, they run pretty good. This was just to get it started up and do a little bit of quick testing. Um, but they did something which you would normally want to do, um, but based on the way the system is designed and maybe a glitch, I guess, if you want to call it, it caused what could have been a disastrous event. And luckily, it wasn't didn't happen for a very long period of time, so it didn't hurt anything. But if you look at this data log that he sent me, we're at 7,500 RPM. This thing has 29 pounds of boost in it. It's throwing a ton of fuel in it. Your target air fuel is 12.89 at 29 pounds of boost. I'm like, okay, something's wrong, right? That's definitely not what we were targeting. And if we go here, we can see this thing also has 30 degrees of timing at that same point. So our target was 12.89, the actual was 12.08. This is on E85. That's absolutely not normal. Obviously, his boost control was not working. He did tell me he had a problem with the dome pressure not reading, and that caused this problem. So they were targeting 5 psi. It made 29. So they're working through that. But the reason for that was I looked at the tune that he sent, and I noticed the scaling. We're at minus 14.5 all the way to 130. So this thing's scaled for a 10 bar map, essentially, which is not what it was scaled for. If you look in his sensors, you can see that this thing is set up for a custom map at 58. And I did a quick question as to, okay, if this is set up for 58 PSI, why does the timing map and the fuel map both go to 130? And this is why. When you go in and you change a sensor, now they had changed the sensor because it was something different. On the new engine, it had a low dollar 5 bar. So say this thing just had say this thing just had a Holley 3.5 bar in it. And when you click that, it's going to ask if you would like to automatically have the map scales changed through the software, updated to the new sensor limits. And if you hit yes, then it will do that. So this is a 3.5 bar. It did not change this at this point, but if you go back, you can see now this is scaled to 36.3, which is the end reading on a Holley 3.5 bar. So they went in and they changed this to a custom 5 bar, or a custom map, which is going to be a 5 bar. Now, when you select that, it's going to ask if you want to rescale the map sensors based on the limits. Here's the problem. You haven't inputted any data yet. So it has no idea. This thing's automatically going to default to a 10 bar, which I don't know why they do that. They should probably wait until after you calibrate it and then ask if you would like to change the scaling, but they don't. Typically in this scenario, I would hit no. Right. If I already have a good working map and I'm changing to a different map sensor that reads maybe a little bit higher or a little bit lower, I'm going to hit no, because whenever you change anything, it's going to change the scaling and it's going to throw everything off. But if you click yes, this is what happens. It defaults to that automatic 10 bar. So even if you go in here and change this, and well, there's our other little glitch in Holley that they haven't addressed, but there we go. There's our scaling. And you go back and you check, and it's still at 130. It's because it hasn't adjusted for that. What you really want to do is, if you're going to change that, just hit no. Don't let it automatically update, because you're going to end up in a situation like this, which can be absolutely catastrophic. So I just wanted to show that, um, let people know just to be careful with stuff like that. It- I guess I don't know if I want to call it a glitch, but it's probably something that should be addressed or shown or talked about, because you can, you know, luckily this thing was in it like that for only a half a second, and it didn't have time to destroy the engine. Um, but it could have been absolutely catastrophic to that new engine that was in this car. So that's it.